Now let's get it started. Let's get it started.
Play ball!
In the Madrid derby, Atletico Madrid trashed Real Madrid 5-2. It was a fantastic game for Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid have been struggling throughout this season to win games, but when they saw Madrid, their eyes opened and they scored 5 to win that game 5-2. It was a fantastic game of football. Your man Julian scored 2 again.
A beautiful free kick.
That guy is too much. But what happened to Real Madrid? Because everybody was expecting they won all their games before now. And the Champions League, they won all the games. In the La Liga, they won all the games, but they met Atletico and they crumbled.
2 perfect scores died today, talking about Liverpool and now Real Madrid, in the sense that they had perfect start to the season. Unfortunately, at the Wanda Metropolitano, Atletico Madrid said, "Thou shalt not pass." Yes, and it's one thing when you come into the game and you score first, and then you now hold on to the ball and lock the game out. But this time around, it was Atletico giving the soccer punch to start the game, and Real Madrid never looked to recover in that encounter, because it's not just the ability to attack and score the goals. It's not when you carry them, put inside mortar, and you are mortaring their soul with defense.
Simeone was just rejoicing. I think first half was cool, 2-2 in the first half, so it was an even first half. Even though Atletico scored first, Real Madrid scored 2. Mbappe scored again. This game scored again. Adagula scored, make it 2-1. Then soerloth scored it to make it 2-2 at the end of the first half. Second half, Madrid just crumbled with their defense and they considered extra goals. Wait, have you subscribed? Please subscribe to the channel. Now, as I'm talking to you, please subscribe to the channel. Remember to like, comment, and share this video.
Militao.
You know, like Militao from day one first.
Militao. January, find your way.
I'm happy because finally you agree with me. I said it ending of last season.
Militao. January, find your way. Thank you for coming. Thank you for trying. You don't do enough. They go first. Then again, talking about the first 45, Real Madrid were Real Madrid.
Yeah, they were doing well.
You concede 1 goal in the 14th minute or so.
It's just nothing.
You fire back. 28th minute you score. 24 minutes you score. Julian and Guler. Come back. Remontada don't set. The next thing is build on it. Another goal.
Your remontada was remontada.
You now have to wait for them to remontada your remontada. How? Then again, for me, I'm going to say this clean. The only person that has been holding that defense down since his arrival at Real Madrid is this guy from Bournemouth. Denoison. He has been the only person that you will see in his game week in, week out. Nobody has come in to say this is your flaw in the Real Madrid setup. Nobody has come out to complain about his performance. Every day his performance is up there. Then Zabi, how far? The substitutions you made in this game were kind of ask question marks around it. I'm going to like your substitutions in this game now to Maresca. It was a panic sub. Draw in the first half. The second half started, 15 minutes, you're making subs. Panic to see if you can balance the midfield, see if you can defend more. Bros, how now? The lead defending for Atletico. Play your balanced football. Play the attacking football we know Real Madrid to play. Play in their front. Because now you're trying to balance.
How will you play in their front when you have men?
Let me now tell you that this you trying to balance expose you to long balls, to people to take after.
You.
Because that your substitutions open those. If you had not made those substitutions, you wouldn't have given Atletico Madrid the chance in the second half to run at loose balls.
Let me tell you how bad this game was. Even though that Madrid had more possession in this game, Atletico had 14 shots in total in this game. 7 of them were on target and they scored 5. Real Madrid had only 6 shots in this game and 2 was on target. The 2 goals they scored were on target. It was a poor performance when they are going forward because they have this attacking power going forward, but they didn't utilize it. How can you play only 2 shots?
The big mistake today for Real Madrid, the big mistake today for Real Madrid is that nobody wants to camp. Nobody wants to camp.
That's one.
Vini wants to be the star. Mbappe wants to be the star. Nobody wants to camp. And everybody is everywhere on the pitch. Nobody is coordinated. That's why I talk about you can play a fluid football all you want to, but bro, when you meet teams that are structured and disciplined like Simeone's team, you go no how far.
And again, I feel like I'm going to say it too. Maybe if it's true, I don't know. Maybe because everybody have different perspective. I felt like Real Madrid lost the midfield when Anagula was subbed off. when Andagola was subbed
basically
up.
from the field,
He
from
played,
the wings.
He was playing from the wings, but if you look at his runs, mostly it was basically alongside Jude Bellingham. Basically, like make two of us just there behind the striker, make Mbappe and Vini the misbehave for front. Make we just there for this side, the coordinate game. And basically, after he was subbed off, the midfield edge was lost. The creative spark in that. Jude was trying. No, Jude try. I no go lie. I said Jude no try. Jude try. He lost a couple of what's it called duels. But again, in that creative spark, Andagola was that man. And after he was subbed off, the spark, the hunger to go on the offensive play died. So it was not like, let's just pass around the midfield and see if we can just hold on to possession. So that possession where they see now, you say Real Madrid has 78, I mean 76 possession. Na scam.
All you needed
it was sideways
to know,
passes and backward passes all
you
around.
needed to know that this game was Real Madrid were swallowed up in this game is when you see the likes of Kylian Mbappe move forward, pass back to midfield or pass back to defense. You know that there's no forward initiative here. And I was crying for what's his name now, Gonzalo Garcia, the guy who shone in the Club World Cup to be brought on. He was still the dying embers of the game before he was put on. You need somebody like that to stay in that position and camp. Since your two star players don't want to camp, you need somebody that will camp. And then secondly, you have to give flowers to Robert de Normand, that be this
defender,
yes, he's
Normand,
one of the center pairs for Spain, the national team. Normand something Normand or something. That guy had a fantastic game. He puts this guy in his back pocket. No productivity.
Was a fantastic game for Simeone. He has funniest part that he has struggled throughout this. Even the Champions League has been struggling. But
He's the Manchester of La Liga.
He just saw Real Madrid and everybody tear for that game. And they were just scoring goals.
And they'll go back to lose the next match.
That's the thing.
They will not go back to lose the next match. This one now about Bele. Nothing you want to tell me.
Norman scored the first goal. Mbappe equalized, and Andagola made it 2-1 in the final minutes of the first half. Soerloth made it 2-2. Was 2-2. Perfect game in the first half. Goals everywhere. I like this weekend. Goals everywhere. In the second half, Real Madrid didn't have any shot on target in the second half. It was a poor second half. And Alvarez scored from the penalty and scored again in the 63rd minute. Then Griezmann crowned the whole thing in the 94th minute, making it 5 goals too. So in this Madrid derby, this is the first love actually for Alonso since this season. Let's remove the Club World Cup, but since this La Liga and the Champions, they are winning all their games. This is the first love. Unfortunately, even Liverpool lost their first game of the season. Then Real Madrid lost their first game of the season. I think the only unbeaten team is
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace. That's the funniest part.
Unbeaten team, Crystal Palace.
If they can answer
Barcelona have not lost.
they
have not lost.
I think they are now. This is game week 7. If I'm correct, they've now won 3 matches and drawn 3.
So, but in this particular game, Alonso and Real Madrid was trashed in this Madrid derby. It wasn't expected. I was expecting, even if there's going to be a win, it's going to be a close win, maybe 2-1, 3-2. That's kind of the scores we see in this Madrid derbies. But in this particular game, Simeone found his magic and beat Alonso's Madrid 5 goals to 2.